Hi all, welcome to today's session. A forensic scientist should be skilled in applying the principles and techniques of physical and natural sciences to the analysis of various types of evidences recovered during a criminal investigation. But scientists must also be aware of the demands and constraints imposed by the judicial system. There are two standards principles of admissibility. One is Daubert and Frye standard. So there are debates relating to the pros and cons of these both standards, and which include that which standard is stricter than other. So let's see today about Frye's case, Frye versus United States. In 1923, Frye versus United States, the District of Columbia rejected the scientific validity of the lie detector. Lie detector means a polygraph because the technology did not have significant general acceptance at that time. So, what is a polygraph or what is a lie detector? Lie detector detects our blood pressure rate, pulse rate, skin conductivity rate. If a person is lying, it automatically the adrenaline rush will be there, or if a person is in tension, there will be a adrenaline rush. So what will happen, our pulse rate will increase, or there will be some variations in the breathing rate or pulse rate. So this lie detector will, what will it do, it will detect that one, and it will tells, like lie detector can tell whether the person is lying or not. So at that time there was no significant or scientific proof for that one. So what happened, James Frye, one person, he is charged with robbery and murder, and at trial Frye's counsel sought to introduce an expert who would testify as to a systolic blood pressure deception test that the expert performed on Frye. So the test would allegedly show whether Frye was lying when he testified, because blood pressure rises when a person lies, and at the same time, when the person is telling the truth, there will be no variation. So the trial court rejected the testimony of the expert, and Frye was convicted and appealed. So, to meet Frye's standard, the court must decide whether the question procedure technique or principle is generally accepted by meaningful segment of the relevant scientific community. What is a Frye standard? So Frye standard or Frye test or general acceptance test, anything we can call, like for Frye standard there are alternative names like Frye test or general acceptance test. So it is a test used in US courts to determine the admissibility of scientific evidence. It proves that expert opinion based on a scientific technique is admissible only when the technique is generally accepted in the relevant scientific community. So what does Frye standard tells? It tells that there should be a general acceptance for a particular test. If you are giving an evidence, everyone should accept that, or there should be a scientific community, and the scientific community should accept that as a scientific proof. Then only they can use it as an evidence in the court. So that is called general acceptance. So everyone should generally accept that evidence for presenting that before a court. So means that to meet the Frye standard, scientific evidence present to the court must be interpreted by the court as generally accepted by a meaningful segment of the associated scientific community. For this, A collection of experts testified that the scientific issue before the court is generally accepted or not. In determining whether a new technique meets criteria associated with general acceptance, courts have frequently taken note of books and papers written on the subject, as well as prior judicial decisions relating to the reliability and general acceptance of the technique. So this is about Fry's case and Fry's standard, and this is a relevant case in the history of forensic science, that for accepting as scientific evidence or for accepting as evidence in the court, the what we need a generally accepted evidence. So for many of the courts are now, before also and now also, they are following this standard, Fry standard, while conducting the trial in a civil or a criminal case. As an alternative to the Fry standard, there is another rule called Federal Rule of Evidence. So what does it means? That federal rule is always more flexible, did not rely on general acceptance as an absolute prerequisite for admitting scientific evidence. Part of federal rules of evidence governs the admissibility of all evidences, including expert testimony. In federal courts, and many states have adopted codes similar to those federal rules, and Rule 702, Federal Rule 702 of the Federal Rules of Evidence deals with the admissibility of expert testimony. So if scientific, technical or other specialized knowledge will assist the fact to understand or to determine a fact in issue, a witness qualified as an expert by knowledge, skill, experience, training or education may testify in the form of an opinion or otherwise if the testimony is based upon sufficient facts or data. The testimony is the product of reliable principles and methods. The witness has applied the principles and methods reliably to the facts of the case. So what is Rule 702 of Federal Rule? It deals with the admissibility of expert testimony. So in Fry standard, they were telling that the evidence should be, scientific evidence should be generally accepted by everyone. Then only we can use it as a evidence in the court of law. Then only the court of law will accept that evidence. But federal rule is more flexible, and it is telling that all the evidences they can admit, including the expert testimony. And Rule 702 deals with the admissibility of expert testimony. And this Fry's case and Dobert's case has its significant position or value in the history of forensic science. So in the next class we'll discuss about Dobert case. I hope you understood. Thank you so much. We'll see in the next class.